taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut season off top, you stop breathing.
But speaking of fighters, who are also let their performers do the talking for them in the ring because they don't necessarily do the talking themselves. We have Saturday night. We have, we have the main event doubleheader with Boots running it back with Karen, and we'll get to more why that's why that is. And then Bam actually having a better fight with with Pedro Guevara, and that's absolutely that's a legit fight. Because Guevara is undefeated. He gave Cuadras a hell of a fight. That's a legit fight. But this is where Boots. Like I said, we all like Boots as a fighter. Dude clearly has talent. Dude can be next, but he's just in that weird place right now where he's a welterweight champion, and the man that was the man at the division has kind of said I'm done with welterweight, moving up to 154. You can follow me if you want to, and we'll see, quote unquote, we'll see if this fight will actually pop off. And then welterweight itself is not palatable like that. I mean, if you've heard me talk about welterweight, I've never, with the exception of 2019, I thought welterweight has been like garbage. It has been garbage, for like a decade. I'm not a fan of welterweights. After the Pacquiao and Margaritos and the Cottos and all that generation, all that much. But welterweight is really a terrible division. This is a division now where you have Barrios and you have, Barrios is a champion. Stanionis, who I like, is also a champion, and then Brian Norman that we just mentioned earlier too. And it's just just
blame the guy who turned down 1.7 million. That's why we're getting this Karen.
Yes, because Norman decided, and WO was more than willing to say, okay, yeah, we can let this unification slide. We can do this. But Brian Norman said, who I'm pretty sure has never made $1 million before in his career. It's I need $1.7 million. And then they did the little math, but I don't think the math was mathing to see if see what 1.7 will break down into, and they were talking about 200,000 would be left, which I think is absolutely insane. I don't think that's that's a whole bunch
niggas just talking so much cash shit. Them niggas had no intention of fight. They was always scared.
Yeah.
And then when I seen Posey talk about Boots knocked him out with a body shot in sparring, I was like, oh, okay, so these
and that's the thing. So it's Norman, and obviously this will probably be, if Norman does lose his belt in his first title defense, the School of Business will be named, a new wing will be named after him.
I'm definitely laying some money on. I was going to lay money on that one thing he was supposed to fight this Saturday.
Yeah, so was I. Because I was like, Norman's not serious. So
that would have been the fucking bet right there.
Yeah. So unfortunately, the IBF, which is a stickler to the rules, is okay, you're not unifying. Well, we got a Mando for you, and we have Karen, who Boots had already beaten, last year, I believe, on a PBC card. So it's and the fight, it's only notable because Karen was probably one of the few fighters to actually give Boots any real trouble. Not offensively per se, but Boots couldn't cut off the ring.
I heard booze. That's all. That shocked me. I ain't gonna lie. At a tank fight, you got booze. That's crazy.
Yeah, they were loud because everyone
he kept moving and he kept landing that sporadic left hook on Boots every now and then.
He won 3 rounds. I know people say he won 12-0 because the scores, but and Karen won a couple 3 rounds in that fight. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that's the problem. I'm talking. I was like, where the fuck I like Boots, but Boots, that wasn't no 12-0 performance.
That was not a 12-0. That was not a 12-0.
I say you could give it 10-2.
Yeah, 10-2.
But I don't really look at it as a fight where he looked bad round wise. It's more how you look in the rounds.
Because he didn't adjust. Because the first thing was all Karen he moved and he landed the left hook, but Boots never made no adjustments to that.
Karen was moved dancing.
He just kind of outworked it.
But Karen was landing the jab a little bit. We expected him because if you remember him, he was talking shit to Rashidi in that fight, and during that card where Rashidi Ellis lost to Villa. But he was talking shit like,
and I felt like Rashidi should have won that. I felt like he got.
And then Boots was like, "This Mike Tyson style. I'm gonna get him, peekaboo, knock him out." And then he had that performance, and that was a good thing. You're the co-main for Tank. You know what I'm saying? You know how Tank card gets, and you're the co-main, and you kind of shit the bed a little bit.
He shit the bed a lot because then people was like, okay, well maybe Boots is not as good as they say he is. But
he was just to go out.
But again, like the IBF should have known. It's like it wasn't like Karen actually beat some sort of top level welterweight to get the shot again. No, he got put in a double eliminator. I think that got scheduled like twice. He managed to win it over in Germany or whatever, and it's like, okay, yeah, he has to run it in. He has to run it back, which is it's ridiculous. Like it's just like.
I mean, is this mortal on Ennis though? Because everybody knows, we know Ennis should move up. He's not going to unify one. You know what I'm saying? He should be at 154. But
if he would have moved up, then that would have pushed the fight back. That would have pushed whatever fight he would have had.
Whatever
back.
he had back, yeah.
So he probably wouldn't even damn fought by the end of this year. So that kind of it's like, damn, you wanted to stay active, I feel like the whole goal for this fight is just to KO.
You need the KO. He needs the KO. If you don't get a KO, people are going to look at him funny. Super
waste of time. End the year with a KO. Go into next year on some look, we're going to 154 or if you want to try to make the Norman fight again, try to make it. If not, go to 154.
He wants to go undisputed. I know Giasov, somehow they're making Stanionis fight Giasov's hometown, and Giasov's a part of Matchroom, so if somehow they get Giasov the belt, maybe Ennis will stay, but I don't want to see Ennis versus that guy Giasov. I want to see that shit for a unification.
Yeah, I'm over Giasov. Giasov is a struggle fighter.
But he's supposed to get in that Stanionis fight in his backyard, so it's like, shit.
Yeah, and that's the
who's better off just going to 154. I think we had a Twitter poll on this months ago.
Yeah, I'm sure 70% says go to
yeah, it's 154, bro.
It's too
much work at 154. You can't avoid a good fight up there.
There's no soft touch. I mean, Charles Conwell's the 8th or 9th best, and that's maybe the easiest fight you can get over there.
Nah,
not easy. That's not easy. It's not even easy. I mean, you could lose that fight.
Zay is about the easiest fight that you can get.
Do Ring King think? Stepper asked if the IBF does what they want to do. The IBF's annoying. I like the strictness sometimes, but they be going overboard. That's the only one that goes overboard. I feel like.
And also they have to be a stickler to the rules due to something that happened way back in the 90s, and they got sued stupid because they're U.S. based. So, and then Boots has a lot of fights ready. What's the over that he reaches? Boots can reach 50-0. It depends if his record's gonna be padded. The competition will be padded to get to there. But it's funny thing is too is just because even with this fight, Eddie lost the purse bid, which is weird too. This fight originally was gonna go to Germany, so who knows what Boots had to concede to in order to have this fight in Philly, of all things. So yeah, it's just the optics for this fight just happening it's just bad,
Hey, you all these damn purse bids, bro.
Yeah, it should never went to a purse bid. Someone should just post okay, ante up the money for it. If you can't get Norman to sign.
And they throw Bam Bam on this shit on some okay, like it's an NBA trade or something.
I mean, this card. They got Ray Ford. They got Bam. This card's stacked. They got a lot of their good.
You had to because this is like fucking Crawford fighting fucking damn American or some shit.
Yeah, because if you don't stack this card won't sell. So I mean, obviously because Boots did good business the last time he was in Philly, which P was in the house for, and P will also be in the house for this one. And throwing Bam on there, who's pound for pound top 10, who's an exciting fighter, is also good. And then you got Ray Ford.
That's real smart. That was a brilliant move.
Yeah, and then you got Ray Ford, you got Khalil Cole, you got the debut of Ernesto Mercado. And he's actually fighting a live cat with Jesus.
He's fighting a live cat. Tito Mercado's fighting a live cat. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I know Lukey said it, and I've said it before. Like, that's a sleeper of a fight. Like
it's the Sriracha, right? What his name is Sriracha?
Yeah, Sriracha. Yeah, that's a really good fight. And then the return.
He's a Pro Box warrior. He's a Pro Box beast.
Yeah, and also the return of Austin Ammo Williams, who we hope has kind of recovered from the beating he got from Hamza Shiraz.
I hope he gets a nice quick KO. Get his mental right, because if he struggles in this fight or loses, we might not see Ammo.
I mean, the guy he's facing is a puncher too, so we got to see if Shiraz softened him up or not.
That was a tough fight. That's a tough loss to come back from, because you was talking hella tough shit too in little build-up fights. Like, honestly,
he was. Yeah, he was. And the funny thing too is, like, Ammo didn't get dog walk like that. I mean, he won maybe the first couple of rounds because he rocked dude, but it's just like Ammo, his foundation wasn't
a big motherfucker though. That's a big ass motherfucking middleweight.
And once Shiraz found his range, he basically laced dude with all types of retarded right hands and shit like that. It was bad though, but Ammo's kind of they're kind of really trying to rebuild him because he's on the before the bell portion. He's not. He's not on the main.
Closing that part out. He's probably closing that part out, huh?
Yeah, he is closing that part out. But yeah, and truthfully, he's still. I mean, that's not a bad idea.
So is it going to be? So are they going to have? So I'm confused. Are they going to have 5 fights on this card? Because Ray Ford's going to have to be on the main card. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's 5. It's 5.
Damn, that's crazy. That's pretty good. 5.
Yeah, 5 fights on the main card.
Usually get 4 and shit. Usually it's like 4.
Yeah. Yeah, and before the bell, it's a whole bunch of the local Philly fighters. So it's like that. So yeah, I mean the fight is going to I think the fight's going to do good business or whatever, but it's just one of those things where Boots has to stop Karen the second time. Like there can't be no decisions. Like it better not be no close decision. It can't be no 115s, 113s. Like
Lord, come on.
Yeah, if they do that, Boots is gonna get. I can tell Boots will get ripped apart if this fight is closer on the cards like that. Like Boots can't get knocked down. Boots, if Boots can't stop him, then he better drop dude at least like 5 times at least. And it's just like, okay, dude is just too tough. You can't put him away, and that's just that's just how it goes. But yeah,
5 times. That's crazy.
No, it's serious. Like you can't like. Yeah, like
we gotta see like some crazy effort.
No, Boots needs a KO because it was before this performance, we're still super high on Boots. But before the Karen performance, let's say we were higher, but like that was a bad look for him. The first fight was not a good. That was his worst. Ever since he came on the scene, that was his worst performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, so luckily, he had the Villa fight, which he beat the living shit out of Villa, and then Avanasian he beat the shit out of. So it's like these are the type of fights. Like this is the type of shit that's the norm. Like Karen can't be going. There can't be no unanimous decision 12 rounds like that. No, it's gotta be like
you gotta stop him, dog. You gotta get the KO.
Yeah. Because he needs to, because he's not gonna gain any momentum by beating him, but he can maintain it. So that's what it is.
A lot of his super fans say that Crawford ducked him. So I don't know. Crawford 100% KO ratio at welterweight. So come on, get stop it. Just get him out of there. Karen's good though. He's a good boxer. He's not a bad boxer. It's just
Yeah, Steph. Well, we're all gonna watch it. That's not like that's like nothing like it's definitely no fight. Like there's enough heat on the card that you can watch it. It's just that you just wish that that the politics didn't put Boots in this type of position that he's in to actually have to face Karen again.
Yeah. Keyshawn Lemos is a better main event. Than the Karen.
Easily. Of course it is. But the card itself should be entertaining. So I tell people, if you're gonna watch it, if you don't have to pay, you don't have to do anything extra. LB, you can tell your sister that this shit is not pay-per-view, so she can catch this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it should be an entertaining card. Like I said, we just cross fingers that Boots will get the shit done, and then we get another classic post-fight interview in which motherfuckers is saying sus things and niggas is like, hey, yo, because that shit went viral for Boots. I mean, P was there, obviously. He was,
No, that Boots, when he came out to the Undertaker and shit, had Fulton walking him out, you know what I'm saying? It seemed like a vibe. I mean, I'm sure P was enjoying himself.
Yeah, so let's say, I mean, but this is good. Like, they're not trying to put both those cards out once. So yeah, once on Friday and one on Saturday. Like how it's supposed to be. You guys space all this shit out. So I don't have to, set up a TV and 2 laptops and all that shit to try to catch things. Oh man! So do we have any other, anything you want to mention on this card, or before we go into just talking about Quincy Jones?
This the fight that's for Saturday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And the Keyshawn card's Friday.
Yep.
On
ESPN Plus, by the way.
And also Top Rank got some Thursday, ProBox got Wednesday. So basically Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, there's boxing all 4 days.
Yeah, who's fighting on Wednesday on ProBox?
Like Flaz, the guy that knocked out Santa Maria, like he's a welterweight. He's the one that beat Lucas. He KO'd Lucas Santa Maria.
I remember that fight. Yeah.
Damn.
And then Jojo Diaz is on that card too.
And Jojo Diaz, but Axeman Walters isn't on it now. But they got some decent. They got that guy. Yeah, they got some decent.
Axeman got injured.
He got injured. That's what it was. Okay, I was wondering.
Yeah, he got injured. Which could be a blessing in disguise because I was gonna put money on Walters beating Jojo Diaz anyway. So.
And Thursday they got that Cuban Iglesias that made the guy do that seizure. 168 Cuban. He's pretty nice. He's the main event, but he's fighting. But it's one of those mid-ass Top Rank Canada cards, but it's still something. I guess.
Oh, yeah, it is a Canada card.
Okay. Not bad this week.
No, yeah, there's plenty of boxing to go around. Like there's always, like I said, it's a different environment, a different atmosphere, but it's always there.
Yeah.